Hello, friends of the VisionCrypto channel. My name is Arian, and my channel is all about the topic of crypto and chart analysis explained as simply as possible. Today there is a video without my camera. This will happen more often in the near future to spend less time editing and simply deliver content to you. Today we are talking again about Cardano, which has really performed incredibly well in the last few days. That is now over 140% increase in value, and the price seems to show no signs of stopping. We will talk about the long-term chart and, of course, also about the short-term chart. Regarding the long-term chart, which you are probably familiar with by now, I think we can dismiss this bearish interpretation because the price has simply risen too high. Theoretically, since anything is possible in the markets, there could be another sell-off, but since we currently have a very bullish momentum, I will remove that and we can now focus on more bullish scenarios in the future. The price seems to be choosing between two options on the way up. That's why I also added a blue count, which is actually not significantly different from the white count. It just means that the target for the run-up is a bit lower. In summary, we can say that we built a wave 1 here, in the last bull market, a wave 2, at the low in the bear market, and we are now on our way to entering a larger wave 3, which would have a target range of 533 to 849, and perhaps even more. However, one must look at the underlying structures to see if the target will be reached in that form and how far it can pull back. Since the bear market low, we have now built a wave 1, are in a wave 2 downwards, and have now initiated this start into wave 3, which should bring us to a price of around 230, before we then have a wave 4 and subsequently a wave 5, where we then, the next price target that is noticeable is, as mentioned, between 5 to approximately $8, which could also be the case. This is now rather the blue count. It doesn't really change much. However, it would be a larger ABC structure, meaning here A, wave A, then we would have a wave B, and from this low point we build a wave C. This means also a 5-part upward movement, but the target of a wave C does not lie as high as it would if it were this bullish momentum with a 5-part movement, as the standard target would be at 3.17 and above. However, it could also rise further up to $5. After that, the bull market for Cardano would be over, and only in this white count would there be a wave 4 and a wave 5 following wave 3. There is still a resistance that needs to be overcome. I have left this on the chart for risk management purposes, as it cannot be completely ruled out from a technical analysis perspective. We have another resistance here, which is approximately between 84 US cents and $1. If the price were to turn significantly there, it would be possible that we have a bearish count, which would then run in a wave A, in a wave B, and subsequently into a wave C, which would again mean that the bull market for Cardano would only really begin in the next cycle. Exactly, for the sake of completeness. And now let's also take a look at the short-term time frame. If you don't want to be transparent with the tax office, it means they shouldn't have all your data in the crypto area. And you also don't want to spend hours identifying yourself and submitting documents. And if you want to trade your favorite coins without the EU saying, but not this coin because we don't like it, then you need an exchange where that is not the case. I personally trade on CoinEx and use the freedoms that I want to have. What you need for registration is an email address and a password of your choice. And then you are registered and can trade freely. There are more coins instead of fewer, the fees are moderate, and those who register now can receive up to a $100 welcome bonus. Do it like I do, go to CoinEx, and we are now here on the short-term time frame in the 4-hour chart, and for orientation, we have completed the low of wave 2, and since then we have been in this upward trend. It looks as follows since the low. We have built out a wave 1, a wave 2, and are now on the way up into wave 3. And what you can see with Cardano is that prices in the crypto market, especially the altcoins, can really shoot above their target levels, as the standard target for a larger wave 3, like this one here, is set at 0.55 cents to 81 cents. That means we have already shot above that, and how far wave 3 will extend upwards from here is really hard to predict at the moment. It could really be that the price rises significantly further. It is absolutely impossible to say that right now. You can only look at the indicators, so let's take a quick look at where we currently stand. Is still in rising momentum, which means we do not foresee a correction yet, and with the ESI, we are in the overbought range at currently 76 points, but it can also be seen that during the last rise, we even reached up to 91 points. Even now, it is not a reliable indicator that the price has already found its peak. The question now is, how will it proceed? After the rise of wave 3, wave 4 will follow. And I can give you a price target. If the price turns now to have a rough orientation, and there we would be. As I said, if the price were to turn now, we would be at 1. I just need to adjust this briefly for wave 4. That is where we currently are. Currently at a price of 62.8 as a minimum. But rather, the price is likely to run towards the 0.3 Fibonacci at 54 cents and could even go down to just below 50 cents. Before the price rises into a wave 5, where do we have it? Here, before Cardano initiates a larger correction. If we continue to rise, as you can see, these price targets will also shift further upwards. I would simply recommend that you subscribe to the channel, and I will gladly keep you updated on the further developments. And to conclude for you, some of you may already know this, here is the theoretical structure of a NP bull market. We will also take a quick look at the long-term chart, where we are currently in the overarching time frame, meaning that in the multi-year cycle, we are now on the way to wave 3. This means wave 1 would have been the last bull market, the bear market low would be wave 2, and now we are currently on the way to the overarching wave 3 in the true multi-year cycle. When we look at the whole situation in the current bull market, we have completed wave 1, completed wave 2, and are now in the early stages of wave 3 before there will be another. Wave 4 and wave 5. If this blue scenario were to prevail, then it would essentially be exactly the same. Only then would this be a wave A, then a wave B, and a wave C, and after that, this rise would be finished, leading to a strong correction, and that the target for wave C does not lie at the 1.6 Fibonacci level, but much lower. We need to be careful, as already mentioned, just for the sake of completeness, at just under $1. Because then this bearish scenario could actually play out, which I don't believe. This is purely risk management, because many are only shouting maximum prices, but no, it is quite possible that such a price could still develop differently spontaneously, although it doesn't look like it. I will also keep you updated if any trends indicate that the price is taking a bearish course, then I will inform you. So, as mentioned earlier, subscribe to the channel. I hope there were some exciting pieces of information for you in today's video. If that's the case, feel free to leave a thumbs up on the video and write me a short comment or maybe just a little smiley. That would boost the algorithm and be good for the channel. And I would like to point out that another exciting chart analysis is waiting for you in the credits. I wish you a great time until the next video, and goodbye.